My name is Marcus Roberts. I'm a jazz pianist. I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida, and I developed cataracts and glaucoma when I was about five and a half years old. And I had two surgeries, the first around 6 years old, and the second when I was 15, just getting ready to go into high school. So I come home from school one day, and I run into what I thought was a piece of furniture that was just like in the way. And I was like, what is this? At first I was mad. What is this in my way? And then I realized as I walk around it that it's a piano. And I'll tell you, that was one of the happiest days of my life to this day. I will never forget it. Supposedly, according to my mom, I sat right down and played something. I don't know, Mary had a little something. I didn't just bang on it. I started trying to figure it out. And 50 years later, I'm still trying to figure it out. But that was a glorious day. For me, the piano and studying music has always done that. It's just given me a sense of value and purpose. And I think that's a real important message to really send out. When you see somebody who has a disability, try to look past the subconscious bias that comes with seeing somebody who doesn't look like you, who you perceive to be in a disadvantaged position. Try to look at the person and actually think of yourself in that situation. And if you figure out anything that they're able to do that's uplifting, take that energy and try to bond with it so that we don't have this ridiculous attitude in our culture of pitying the disabled or feeling sorry for the disabled or feeling bad for the disabled or wanting to relegate and determine what opportunities they should and shouldn't have. We don't want sympathy, we want empathy, but also it's important to understand that we can also provide empathy. In other words, participating means that everybody gets to participate. And if we limit and judge, that distorts and destroys a person's ability to use their own talent and perception of who they are to build their life. Music is a huge force of communication. It transcends race, it transcends gender, it transcends all of the stereotypes that would keep people apart. And that's what it's about. And if you really think about it, music just symbolizes the everyday life that people live. We then have the ability to express something of value that we can put into our own voice, use our own language along with the language of the art that we're dealing with. And we can present something to people that they'll hopefully understand and get. And in those rare instances where not only do people connect, but they actually feel the same thing about each other and about themselves. And I call that moment a moment of communion, which means that we not only feel the same thing, we believe the same thing, and we have a trust and a symmetry that is elevating all of us at the same time. It's true harmony and also true freedom. We've come a ways, got a long way to go, but I'm in full support, and I hope that our blind children will eventually get to the point where we can neutralize and obliterate this disease. Well, my final thoughts are, I think these kinds of projects are great because the goal of the project is to enlighten and broaden the scope of communication between groups of people who normally don't communicate that well together. So I just love the idea of what Ora is doing. It's a very important thing because people are comfortable not communicating in this country, unfortunately, right now. So it's not like folks are going to think, oh, we need to fix that. So somebody has to take that leadership role and that role of guidance and think of a way to tell our story as a community in a way where people can see past the stereotypes. So that's what I hope will happen with it.